Right, let's say you're just minding your own business, strolling through the aisles of your local grocery store, maybe even humming a little tune, when suddenly, bam, your world is rocked. You stop in your tracks, eyes wide open. The shelf where your favorite olive oil used to be? Empty. Not a single bottle in sight. The spice aisle? A desolate wasteland devoid of even the faintest whiff of cinnamon. It's like a ghost town. But here's the thing. Those preppers? They might be onto something. Stocking up might not be such a bad idea after all. Because experts are predicting that by May 2025, getting your hands on certain foods is going to be about as likely as finding a gallon of gas during a zombie apocalypse. Seriously. From climate change to geopolitical tensions, the reasons behind these potential shortages are complex. It's a tangled web of issues. So buckle up, Buttercup, because today we're diving deep into the top 10 essential foods that might be vanishing from your pantry sooner than you can say, "Wait, $3 for an onion?" It's going to be a wild ride. Let's get started. Let's be honest, is there anything quite as glorious as a generous glug of olive oil? That rich golden liquid can transform a simple dish into a culinary masterpiece. It elevates even the most questionable of culinary creations, making them taste like they came straight from a five-star restaurant. But here's the kicker. That verdant nectar of the gods? It's not just a kitchen staple, it's a symbol of culinary excellence. It might soon become as rare as a sober night out for a Kardashian. Yes, you heard that right. Olive oil production, particularly in those sun-drenched Mediterranean groves, is facing a 1-2 punch from Mother Nature herself. Climate change is causing droughts and heat waves more intense than a staring contest with your cat. These extreme conditions are stressing the olive trees to their limits, and olive trees are being ravaged by the olive fruit fly, decimating olive yields. This tiny pest is causing big problems. The result? Global olive oil supplies are tighter than your jeans after a Thanksgiving feast. Shelves are emptying faster than ever. As demand continues to grow, you might want to start stockpiling those extra-large bottles now. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later. Because trust me, the only thing worse than a dry salad is a dry salad in a world without affordable olive oil. It's a culinary nightmare. It's enough to make you want to weep into your pasta water. So, let's hope for better days for our beloved olive oil. From the humble black peppercorn to the warming embrace of cinnamon, spices add depth and flavor to our lives. They are the unsung heroes of our kitchens, transforming ordinary dishes into extraordinary culinary experiences. But hold on to your turmeric lattes, folks, because the spice trade is about to get a whole lot more complicated. The global supply chain is facing unprecedented challenges. Those little jars of fragrant magic don't just magically appear on your supermarket shelves. They are the result of a complex and intricate process. They embark on an epic journey from far-flung corners of the globe, navigating the labyrinthine world of international trade. Each spice has its own story and path. Tariffs and a tangled shipping crisis are hitting the spice trade hard. The ripple effects are being felt across the entire supply chain. The result? Your favorite spices might soon become as elusive as a decent Wi-Fi signal at a music festival. Shelves that were once brimming with variety are now looking sparse. So next time you're tempted to just grab the cheapest generic brand, remember, those little jars of spice are precious. Treat them with respect and savor every pinch. Let's talk fish sticks, shrimp scampi, and all those other frozen delights that make weeknight dinners bearable. But here's the catch of the day. That bounty from the sea? It might not be swimming your way for much longer. Many countries rely heavily on imported seafood, making us vulnerable to global fishing practices and trade deals. Climate change is turning our oceans into a giant, lukewarm bathtub, dwindling fish populations. The result? Empty freezers and disappointed faces at the dinner table. So, what's a seafood lover to do? Treat our oceans with more respect. Because if we don't, those fish sticks you love might just become a relic of the past. Ah, tropical fruits. Those vibrant, juicy bursts of sunshine that transport us to a land of white sandy beaches and turquoise waters. But hold on to your pineapple chunks, folks, because paradise is looking a little bleak. Those exotic delights are facing a perfect storm of climate change and transportation chaos. Droughts, floods, and heat waves are wreaking havoc on delicate crops like bananas, mangoes, and papayas. Even if these fruits survive, getting them to your local supermarket is becoming a logistical nightmare. The result? Your once affordable tropical fruit fix might soon cost you an arm and a leg. So savor those smoothies while you still can, because the future of tropical fruits is looking about as certain as a game of roulette played with a pineapple. Let's be honest, for many of us, coffee isn't just a beverage, it's a life-sustaining elixir. But get ready for a caffeine withdrawal headache, because your morning cup of joe might be in jeopardy. Coffee beans, particularly the beloved Arabica variety, are notoriously fussy. They like their temperatures just so, their rainfall predictable, and their farmers paid a living wage. Climate change is creating a perfect storm of coffee chaos. The result? Coffee prices are soaring, and experts are predicting shortages. So the next time you're tempted to complain about the price of your latte, just remember, it could be worse. You could be facing a world where coffee is as rare as a politician who actually answers a direct question. Rice, that humble grain that forms the culinary backbone of billions around the world, is facing a crisis. When India, the world's largest exporter of rice, decides to slam the brakes on exports of non-basmati varieties, the world takes notice. This is about a global supply chain already on its knees from climate change, conflict, and general chaos. The result? Rice prices are skyrocketing, and countries that rely on imported rice are facing potential shortages. So the next time you're tempted to scrape that last bit of rice off your plate, remember, it's not just food, it's a precious commodity. And maybe, just maybe, consider trying that quinoa your friend keeps raving about. Just in case. You're probably thinking, potato chips? Seriously? But hear me out. This is about the fragility of our food system and the fact that even the most seemingly abundant snacks aren't immune to the whims of fate. It all starts with the humble potato, a root vegetable that's as versatile as it is delicious. Climate change is messing with growing seasons, bringing droughts to some regions and floods to others. The result? Potato harvests are down, transportation costs are up, and those bags of potato chips are becoming as precious as a winning lottery ticket. So the next time you're reaching for that family-sized bag of chips, maybe, just maybe, consider sharing. Because in a world where potato chips are a luxury, we're all in this together. Chocolate, that magical substance that makes even the worst days bearable, is facing a crisis. Cocoa beans are primarily grown in West Africa, a region hit hard by climate change. Extreme temperatures, unpredictable rainfall, and plant diseases are plummeting cocoa yields. The result? Farmers are struggling to make ends meet. If we don't support sustainable cocoa farming practices, the future of chocolate is looking bleak. So, the next time you indulge in a chocolate bar, savor every bite. And maybe, just maybe, consider spending a little extra for fair trade chocolate. Because in a world where chocolate is a luxury, we need to make sure everyone gets a taste of the good stuff. Almonds, those little nutritional powerhouses, have become the go-to snack for the health-conscious. But growing those almonds takes a whole lot of water. In California, the land of perpetual sunshine and questionable water management, that's a problem. The almond industry is a thirsty beast, guzzling down more water than a college freshman at a frat party. The result? Almond prices are going up, and farmers are facing tough choices. So the next time you're reaching for that bag of almond butter, maybe, just maybe, consider giving a nod to the humble peanut. Because in a world where water is more valuable than gold, we need to be mindful of our nut consumption. Canned goods, those trusty staples that have seen us through countless power outages and natural disasters, are facing a shortage. The canned food industry is crumbling under pressure. Ingredient shortages, skyrocketing metal prices, and an unreliable transportation system are creating a perfect storm of canned food chaos. The result? Empty shelves where cans of soup, beans, and vegetables once stood proudly. For many people, canned goods are a lifeline. So the next time you're at the grocery store, maybe, just maybe, pick up an extra can or two of something non-perishable. Because in a world where even canned goods are in short supply, it's always better to be prepared. So, there you have it. 10 seemingly ordinary foods that might soon become as rare as a good night's sleep after a trip to Costco. But hey, don't despair just yet. By understanding the forces at play, we can start making more informed choices. Stay informed, stay curious, and maybe, just maybe, consider planting a victory garden in your backyard. because in a world where food security is no longer a given, we all need to do our part to ensure there's enough to go around.